Hello everyone. Welcome. This is Tuesday, I believe April the 23rd. And for all of y'all that have never been here before, welcome. My name is Beth and I am so happy to have you here. For all my subscribers or for those that have been here many times before, welcome and thank you so much for coming back. I do have my video on Pro Video today. It is going to be very close. It tends to do a little bit better. I don't like it this close, but we're going to deal with it. I am going to try to keep everything on this mark because it seems to be in the center of what I'm seeing in the camera. So I'm hoping this will work. We are going to revisit what I did on my last video, which for some reason, when I uploaded it to YouTube, the whole video was there. I previewed the whole thing on my phone from beginning to end. But when I uploaded it to YouTube, for some reason, it only uploaded half of it. And I did not realize it until after I'd already uploaded it. And I was looking for a piece of it. And I realized it was not there. And I thought I had found it in the invisible backup on my phone. But when I tried to edit it, to turn it, to get it uploaded to YouTube, it did not edit and turn. And so therefore, I couldn't show that. So we're going to revisit what y'all did not see, and we are going to do more. I went to the dollar store, not the Dollar Tree, but the Dollar General store today. It's the closest to my house, just to buy crayons. But I found a lot of other things, so we're gonna be playing with those mediums today too. But first, I want to recap from my last video. This is the one that you saw me do with the crayons. That was the crayon side. That was the watercolor side. This was a mixture of chalk, the gel, almost like crayon markers that I have, alcohol inks, a little bit of it all, and I also put the sealer on this. Somebody asked if you could seal the crayon, and yes, you most definitely can. And no, it is not scraping off. It is not coming off. And I sealed the bottom, and remember, I don't know if it showed it, but I did this before I sealed it, and the paint came off. This is the Luminar paint that I used, and that did scrape off, but now with the sealer, I'm doing it, it is not scraping off. And I did use the new and improved, and it is most definitely the new and improved Resin Mix2Mold Gloss Sealer. And I'm so thankful that they sent that to me to let me know, because I didn't really like the first one. And I don't think that my apology to the CEO of Brea Reese got into my video either. It was part of my last video, but I think it was the part of it that was disconnected. I unfortunately mispronounced the CEO's name. I said it was Michelle, and it was not Michelle. One of my subscribers on YouTube brought that to my attention, and thank you so much for doing so. The CEO's name is Michael, not Michelle, and I do apologize very humbly for that error. Okay. So it works well with the sealer. This stuff is not going anywhere. I mean, it's sealed. Now this is the gloss sealer. But, you know, if you like the gloss, and I think this works well with the gloss. And then I have another piece. Actually, I have major pieces over here. The heart that was green, that's where it ended. And I played with some watercolors, metallic watercolors over it. I did not seal this. that has not been sealed. And you see the scratches? I have to remember the mark. You see the scratches? Yep. So it does need to be sealed. Now this was the watercolor that has, and it had the alcohol ink that just absorbed. If you don't seal the Mix2Mold before using alcohol ink, it just absorbs into it, and it doesn't work well at all. Now you can do whatever you want to do, but I would suggest you sealing your pieces before using the alcohol ink. Now, and I will show you on the next one, but now, see, this has been sealed, and it's not scratching. It's not coming off. And I've not done this, but we're going to try this to see if the water rolls off, if it becomes water resistant. Oh, and it most definitely, it is most definitely water resistant. The water rolls off. So that's good to know too. Okay, this is the one that I did with alcohol ink. Now, this was pink. That's the color it was before I did anything. I put a coat of white chalk paint. That was this. I put a coat of white chalk paint. Very thin coat. Very, very thin. And then I put the alcohol ink on there, and it did very well, as you can see. You got the different aspects of the alcohol ink. And that has also been sealed. And it is not scratching either. And it is also water resistant. It is not going anywhere. The color is not going to rub off. Now the back's not been sealed. And you can see water. You can take it off with water because it's not been sealed. And that's what it does. You see how it goes into the piece? And you can't get it off. It's like a sponge. It just absorbs the color. And it doesn't give you a real flattering color effect if you don't seal the casting piece first. Okay. Now, these are the ones that I used. I bought these off of Temu. You can definitely paint pieces with these. Most definitely. And I also used these markers that I got off of Temu on the last time. And of course the chalk paint, as I showed you. I used folk art. I also used the Waverly. I prefer the folk art chalk paint. And then we also used those funny looking markers, and I don't know what I did with them. From King Art. Oh, here they are. We used these. It reminds me of a crayon, a soft gel crayon. We used those. We also used the chalk pastels, and we also used, I also got these off of Temu, and those are just more watercolors, and they're all metallic. I prefer these over that. This is way more pigmented than this. But when I went to the Dollar Tree to buy some Crayolas, and I bought Crayolas. I got the 64 color Crayola set. It says open here. This is why I don't read instructions, because it really doesn't help. What difference does it make? Did it help open the front? No. Seriously, y'all? Don't do this at home. Has anybody else had such a difficulty opening up a box of crayons? Oh, there's got to be a better way here. Okay, wait a minute. That's it. Open the top. And then do this. Yes, open the top and then do this. So much easier. It's been years since I've dealt with crayons, y'all. I bought the 64 color crayons. So I could have many, many different colors to play with. But I didn't stop there. The Dollar Tree had... no, not the Dollar Tree. No, no, no. The Dollar General Market also had the pastel Crayola crayons. Now, are these any different? Or did I just buy the same ones that were in there? This is Periwinkle. I think I just bought the same ones that were in there. Periwinkle. I did, y'all. I just bought more crayons. Canary. No, that's goldenrod. That's not canary. That's yellow. Okay, so I've got that one that wasn't in there. The green, I think. That's sea green. No, that's yellow green. Granny Smith apple. Okay, these are a little bit different then. The only one so far is the... Nope. I got two sea greens. Okay. Purple Mountains Majesty. Ooh, I like the name of that one. That is not the same one. Wisteria. Oh, that's a pretty color too, though. That's it. That's the same one, isn't it? Nope. That's Blue Violet. Nope. Okay, so maybe this is a little bit different. Because you don't have the canary yellow in there. The spring green. I don't think there's a spring green either. Okay. That's a common color right there. Sky blue. Surely there's a sky blue, right? Yep, sky blue. And I think this is the same one too. Carnation pink. Yeah, carnation pink. And this is apricot. That's apricot, isn't it? Or maybe that is. Nope. No, that's melon. That's peach. Okay. There's a few that's different in here then. There's a few of the same, but there's a couple that's different. And that is called pastel crayons. Now I bought the neon crayons too. I think they're the same ones though. Sky blue. That's not really neon, is it? Shamrock. I think shamrock's different. Yeah, shamrock's a little different. Atomic tangerine. Oh, that's funny. Laser Lemon. Shocking Pink. Who comes up with these colors? Outrageous Orange. Carnation Pink. Yes, we've got that one. And Melon. Good thing is I can take the extras, and if this doesn't, you know, do what I'm thinking it should do, then I can give them to my grandbabies. This is called the Colors of Kindness. Go with the Flow. Macaroni and Cheese. Oh, this is so funny. A Warm Hug. Oh, I like the name of these. Peace of Mind. Hello Sunshine. Oh, I like the names. Nurture Nature. Sky's the Limit. Oh, I think we're going to start with these colors because I love the names on these. Lucky to Know You. Oh, this is cool. And this is called Colors of Kindness. Oh, is the white in there? I didn't see a white. These are not the colors. These are not the colors, y'all. Those two colors are not in there. We don't have Life is Gouda. I don't think so. Anyway, I like these colors. Okay. We'll try with those colors first. I'm going to set these over here. But I didn't stop there. I got the No brand crayons to see how they held up against the name brand Crayola crayons. And we'll test those out to see. But then I kept going. They have Art Skills is their brand, and they have the metallic watercolor set. And so I thought, well, let's try that. You know, I like the Temus, but we will go with this set today, and we're going to try and see. All these are the Dollar General Market brand stuff. And I will tell you right now, I paid $1 for each of these. I paid 50 cents for those. I paid $3 for that. I paid $2.50 for this one, the watercolors. And we're going to take that off. And I'm going to go ahead and spritz this right now while we're waiting with my water to get them soft. And then we'll set that over to the side. But I didn't stop there either. I got the Crayola coloring pencils. I hope they're already sharpened because I did not buy a pencil sharpener. Oh, goody goody. I don't own a pencil sharpener, y'all. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to get one. Yeah, pre-sharpened. It says right there on the box. We're going to try the colored pencils too. But I didn't stop there either. I saw those. Now, this is Dollar General brand, the Art Skills. This is watercolor pencils. Is there a difference between the two? I don't know. Is it even going to work on the Mix2Mold? I don't know. that's what we're here today to find out. But I didn't stop there either. I had one more item while I was at the Dollar General store. That's the store I went to. The Dollar General. I spent a total of $23 even with tax and everything. Art Skills, Crafter Closet. These are supposed to be premium brush tip markers. And yes, I have markers, but I've never tried these. These do have the brush tips. And I figured since we're going to be playing today, we might as well play. And I can tell you right now, this is probably going to be a long video because I've got a lot of stuff I want to cover. And so we're just going to play. So I would suggest you grab a drink. You grab a snack. You grab a pen and paper if you're one to take notes. I do not. Some people do. That's the colors. Ooh, I'm excited about these. These are bright, vivid. No. I started to do it on my finger. And yes, I know we're close up. I know we are. And you can't see the whole thing in one frame. Well, this one you can. These you can't. Let me see if I take it out and do it that way. Okay, you can get that. That's what they look like. Okay. Now I'm going to set this over here. And I am going to put... Yep, I'm trying really hard, y'all. So I'm going to cut a little... I'm going to cut a little circle out so I can see the little... Because that's how I lined my camera up. Okay. So what do we want to paint? That is the question. Okay, I've not sanded this, and I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep it, but we're going to try this. And we're going to use sepia. I don't think that's how you say that. Oh, this is just plain brown. Oh, this is going to be so much fun for me, y'all. You just... Oh, this is chestnut. Very slight differences. Very slight differences. But there is a difference. So, yeah, we're going to go with the darkest one first. Then we're going to go with this one. Then we're going to go with this one. Yeah, this looks like a mess, doesn't it? We're going to leave the yellow in the center, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Whoop. Then we're going to go back over with the dark. I want more dark in there than what I've got. And you may have to really put pressure on this, okay? Now, I brought more paint brushes from upstairs. And let me show you these. And note that if you do the air gun, the heat gun, while in front of your brushes, they're going to melt on you. That's what happened with mine. It wasn't the crayon getting in. The paintbrush actually melted. So, you can wash the crayon with Dawn. It does well. If you don't get the heat gun in front of it. And so I brought these down to use. I'm going to use this one. This is a makeup brush, by the way, y'all. It's a makeup brush that I had. It does not take much to melt these either. You can see when it melts. I didn't melt it enough though. Okay. Now I'm going back in with the darker. And you see how much smoother it goes on now? This is a little worn. You see what I'm doing? I'm going around to the outer edge. And every time you see this thing, note that it's gonna be loud, so just I think I want a softer brush for this. Yeah, once you get it on there and you're trying to highlight, go to a softer brush. See all those air bubbles? You see them now in the piece. Oh, that's unreal. Okay, is there a darker brown? Is there a black by any chance? There is a black. That looks gray though. But let's just see. Let's see if we can shadow. Okay, I'm going to put a glove on. And I suggest you wear gloves with this because it's waxy. Or at least finger guards. Okay. Still not able to get the shading that I want in here, so let me go while it's still warm. Oh, that's the key. That is the key to this. Why it's still warm. Now, this color effect's not going to be for everybody. It goes right down my alley because I love the organic look. If you want a smooth, matte, you know, or a one tone, this is not going to be for you. I like mine looking grungy and organic and rustic, and so this works well for me. It's still not dark enough for me though. And that's the darkest brown that I have in there, I think. Let's just see what happens. I may need to use something with this to get it, because I want it dark. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try something real quick. This might end up being a mixed media. That's what I do. I'm trying to see what works. That's fine if you just want a light. I don't want just a light. I want to be able to shadow. That's going to be too... My brushes are too hard. See, I brought all these hard brushes down here. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put crayon over this, y'all. This is what I wanted right here. Okay. I'm going to dry this real quick. I'm trying to get the chalk to go into the Crayola, okay? Because the Crayola will melt again, the crayons. And the chalk should combine with that, okay? And I am letting it cool off just a little bit because I want more shadowing. Okay, once again, I'm heating it up. And you can tell that it is melting. Okay, I'm going to let it cool off for a minute. We'll try to get the edges. Okay. Is that the, I think that's the darkest one. It is. So let's see. It is still too warm. But you see what's happening. Okay, that's working good there. I want the weather. See, that's what I want. I want it to look. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. I'm sort of using the crayon to help shade for me. I don't want that big piece there. This is a soft brush. This is not a hard brush. I'm happy with that right there, okay? I am happy with that. So we're going to leave it alone for right now. We're going to let it dry. And she has blonde hair, right? I don't know. She's got blonde, right? Beth Sutton. That's her name on the show, isn't it? And I'm sort of just yeah, that shouldn't all be her hair. That's her hair though, right? Yeah, we're going to use crayon too. Just doing that to get a better base. We're going to dry this. But we've got to go with some kind of skin tone here. I know they make skin tone colors, which I wish I had a pack of them, because skin tone is the hardest thing to blend. Tumbleweed and goldenrod. Yep. So we're just going for it. Oop. I broke a big old chunk off. And I'm putting yellow. I'm putting more tumbleweed. It's going to be too dark though. She is not dark complected at all. I should have gone with more of a peachy color. This is apricot. Let's see. Oh, it's just making it worse, Beth. But this is what y'all are going to have to do. You're just going to have to play around. Okay, I'm blowing. I didn't blow anything off of there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of my brushes. And that's not stiff enough. That's a stiff enough brush. And I'm trying to get all this excess off of here before I start heating it up. Okay, we're going to heat. You see why I did this before I finished the hair? Because I'm going over. And I need a firmer brush to get into those smaller places. And boy, if you got air bubbles, they are going to come out. I need a pinkish color, I think, maybe. Let's try white. Let me see if I can get some white in here to tone this down. And I am. This is like scribble, you know? It's like you're just placing it on here. I guess that's why I love it so much. Because you don't have to stay within the lines, you know. You can have fun and play and not really worry about it. Okay, and the white did help. It is toning it down quite a bit. Now remember, we did this with a yellow background, and it was not a white background. This would probably be so much easier to do on white. Okay, and does she wear red lipstick? Do y'all remember? What is this? This is magenta. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see if that helps. That's not even staying on that little spot. It's already got stuff on there. That's what it is. Where's my brush? That's not staying on there at all. Okay, we're going to try the cheap one. Let's see if the cheap one stays on there. I don't see a really pretty, that's the difference with these though. That's a red. Let's try. Let's just say, nope. No, I don't know, y'all. I don't want all that red on there. Yeah, see, I'm brushing it off because... Okay, we're going to go this route. I'm using the Crayola. What is that supposed to be, y'all? Is that supposed to be hair right there too? And what is that? See, what is that? Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I'm using all of it. I've got crayon, marker, and chalk on here so far. No watercolor though. That doesn't mean we're not going to use watercolor. No, because this has got crayon on it, it should wipe right off. Oh, and it does. It sort of just goes right into it. Ooh, I really like that actually. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, there we go. see what's happening? Because you got the wax on there, you can well, it's not wax, it's crayon, but it's like a wax, so you can manipulate the colors, even the marker. You see what's happening here? Oh, I absolutely love that. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over I want to get some wax on her hair. So I'm using, it's crayon, it's not wax. I'm using the Hello Sunshine. And I'm using the side of the crayon. It goes on better if you use the side versus the tip. And yes, I did put a marker down first to get a base color. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to go ahead and we're going to give her a blue. I'm assuming this is supposed to be that is not her hair. Let's just do this. I'm going to do this because I don't think that's supposed to be her hair all the way over here either. I'm thinking this is supposed to be her clothing, so. We're sort of covering it up. I have no idea, y'all. So, I'm sort of just going with the flow, and I don't know what that's supposed to be either. What is that right there? I'm going to cover it up with brown because I don't know what it is. Thinking maybe it should just be a shadow, right? Or like, I should have done something where I knew what everything was for, and I don't have a clue with these. That's why I put off coloring them for so long, because I don't have a clue to what any of this stuff is, and it doesn't look right to me. Okay, and now I'm going to reapply this over before I melt it. Uh-oh, where did I pick up the green at? I'm also going to put in I don't know where the green's coming from. I'm doing this to make it sort of look more like hair. I don't know. I don't think all this is supposed to be hair. But since I don't know, just sort of going with it. Okay, I'm brushing off the excess because I don't want to melt it with all that stuff on there. Let me put the marker down in there. I'm doing this. I'm going to do all these. Okay. I've lost my big brush. I've not been paying attention. I hope I've been staying on target with, hold on just a minute. Hello, I'm filming. That's okay. I got the crayons. Alrighty, thank you. Bye-bye. That was John calling. He was going to go by and get my crayons, but me and Max went and got them already. Well, this sure looks abstract-y, doesn't it? But we're not done with it. So, we are not done with it. I don't like the green in here, but I do like the browns. So I'm trying to get the green. I do like the little swirlies in the hair. I'm going to lift this up. You see the little orange swirlies in the hair? It's brighter on the video than what it actually is. It's more brown. It's looking more orangish, and it's not. It's more brown. I don't know what that is. What is that thing? And what is... That's supposed to be her hand, right? I think something's missing off of here. Okay. I'm adding a little bit more chalk. And I'm looking for a softer brush. You don't have to do this. You can do it either way. But now with this, with the, on the yellow, I don't think you're going to get a dark brown with the crayon. And I got green in there. I don't know what this is. This is bothering me. I do not know what any of that is, and it looks weird to me. And that looks weird to me. It's like her eyeball should be there, and it's not. I don't know. None of it looks right to me. Of course, I would pick the hardest thing. It does look abstract-y, though. Would you know what that was if you looked at it? Let's see if the crayon works now. That is not Crayola. This is red violet. Okay, now it's coloring it. Now it's coloring it good. Okay, and I'm going to heat it back up again. And we're going to set this aside for right now. We're going to set it aside for right now. We're not through with it, but I want it to cool down. And I'm putting crayons back so we can start on something else. And I've got to put it all back because I won't have the space. And I should be putting them back the way I got them out, and I'm not. So I'm going to have a hard time finding colors. I wanted the 96 from Walmart, but they didn't. I didn't want to go all the way to Walmart. I don't like going to Walmart anyway. And I knew that I was going to be spending some time on this video, so I did not want to wait too long. To get them. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. Once again, I'm just cutting a little circle out so I can see my little y'all can see that, right? Okay. So now, let's get some more of these. Let's play with some more of those. I do want to color this though. We'll go ahead and paint that black real quick and let it be drying. And I am going to use black chalk paint. And I am going to just be sticking my brush right in. Let me shake it up. And I will show you. These are pieces I want to just get done really quick. And this is too soft of a brush. Do you see this? Way too soft. So I'm cleaning it out real fast. Way too soft. I'm just cleaning my brush out. Okay. And I don't know what I did with my other big brush. I think this is it. And it is. Okay. And I'm just putting all over it. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just making sure that I'm getting all the little... I'm sort of pouncing. I don't know if you can tell that I'm pouncing and then I'm going back and forth. But I'm loading my brush about like that. Can you see that? And I'm making sure, and sometimes you do have to pounce to get into the little grooves. Now this is not an extra firm brush, but it's not soft, but it's not hard enough where it's going to pull it off as you put it on. And if you get too hard of a brush, it will do that. But it's firm enough to be able to get down in those. Because I'm telling you, if you miss one little spot, when you do this, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. Ask me how I know. I've done it many times. And you've waited, you know, for several hours for your piece to get good and dry, only to find out that you missed several spots, so you have to go back over it and wait again. So it's just good if you check it, and it's sort of easy to see if you really look at it. Now I almost need a magnifying glass. My eyesight is not as good as it used to be. But I do take my time and make sure that I cover it all. And I'm going to get paint on me. The chalk paint works well. And the difference with chalk paint versus acrylic paint, and it's all acrylic, okay? but the chalk paint has a matte finish. And you don't get that rubbery feeling. You know what I'm talking about? When you put acrylic paint on something, it sort of almost peels off. It feels like it would peel off, and it's sort of a rubbery feeling on it. This is not. It's like it just becomes one to the actual piece. And it dries a whole lot faster. You see? You see those spots I missed up underneath? Turn it upside down, all around, everywhere. Look at it at all angles, y'all. Because I'm guaranteeing you, if you don't, you're going to miss some. And then you're going to be disappointed when you go to paint it. And it's like, oh, poot. I missed that spot. And then you're going to have to wait. All over again. And see, there's another little spot. You see that little spot right there? I know there's other little spots. Okay, I'm going to dry the bottom real quick so I can set it down. Okay, because I'm going to have to redo where my hands were, and I know it. Well, I think that's ready. I think I can set this over here right now and let it dry. You know what? While I'm doing the black, we're going to go ahead and do this too. Because yes, I want this all black too. For the technique that I'm going to do. And y'all can always fast forward if you don't want to see me do this. This does not take me very long to do. But I am going to make sure that I've got it all. I am not going to paint the inside. I'm not painting that because I'm putting a candle in it. I don't want the paint on the inside. I want the true casting powder only on there. And I'm going to paint the bottom, and I'm going to dry it really fast so I can set it down on the bottom. Yep, I got a gnat or something in here flying around. Oh, it's the time of the year for them. Oh yeah, I see. Aha, you see all the little holes? I saw all this white stuff, and it's like, where's the white stuff coming from? And it was all the little bubbles. Oh, there's a piece right there too. Well, see, I missed a spot right there too. Yep, I've missed several spots. I'm not putting a really heavy coat on. It is not super thick. You don't have to put on a super thick coat of chalk paint. Okay. I'm thinking I got it all covered, but let me dry it off. Just a little bit more. Okay, good enough. I'm going to set it over here. I'm going to dry this off. I'm going to get it head started so we can use this later, and I can show you more of the dry brushing. Not worried about the bottom. You can always fast forward through this if you don't want to watch it. I'm just trying to dry it a little bit faster. And I miss spots. Right there. And right there. And right here. And see, you cannot see them until it dries. And normally I don't dry my pieces like this. Normally I let them set and dry on their own. But I have missed a lot of spots. It's a hole right there. A bubble, air bubble. Oh, see? It's not hard to miss little spots when doing this, but it is very important to cover it all. Oh, I missed a bunch over here. That may have been where my finger was, though. I'm not worried about this edge right down here, which I guess I could go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh, I just hit it. Okay. I'm going to take it back over here with the other piece and let them dry. Okay, I'm doing the same thing with these. So, y'all just fast forward. I'm afraid to take I'm afraid to pause it because I don't want to lose it. So I'm doing the same thing, y'all. You know, if you want to stick with me and just watch me paint these, you can, or you can just fast forward through this. I am loading my brush up a little bit more on here because it is so detailed on this. I mean, the grooves on this go way, way down. They're deep. And I'm pretty much just very forcefully taking the brush that is loaded with paint and pushing it down. It's really going to depend on the piece that you're working with as far as how you apply the paint. And as you can see, I'm sort of scrubbing. That's a good word to use. I'm actually scrubbing the paint into this piece with the brush. And I'm going to have to do the same thing with the edges because it is really, really deep. And I'm not going to worry about the bottoms because I'm going to be putting cork on them anyway. So I'm going to leave them. I'm not going to paint them. I will probably put a coat of the sealer on there. And I'll make sure that there's a little paint around the edges. But it's going to have cork. Now, I don't want it goopy anywhere, so I go back over after I'm done. Make sure that I've not missed any spots. And then I go like this. No, it was out of focus, wasn't it? Because I got too close up. Or maybe because I'm moving too much. Okay, there's that one. And all these are just going over here to dry right now. Because this is stuff that I need to get done. And if you wanted to, you could actually do this too. Not a whole lot. And that's not even enough. I thought maybe that would be enough to do it, but it's not. And once again, I'm actually scrubbing the paint into this piece. Like you would be scrubbing a frying pan that had something baked on there, and it was stuck, and you were trying to clean it. Literally. So don't use a cheap brush that's just going to fall apart on you. Not on something this detailed that you're wanting to get. You can hear it. And then I go and I'm pushing it when it needs to get down in. I'm pouncing it too into areas. And these look really cool. They look like little pieces of log wood. And they're really easy to paint this way. It doesn't take any time to paint it this way. You're putting the coat of black first, and then you're going to add the color on top with the dry brush method. I've made thousands and thousands of pieces of ceramic with the dry brush method. That was my favorite method to actually do when we had the ceramic studio. And I would do it on pieces that I would glaze later, and we'd put them in the kiln after I did the dry brush. Oh, and I used to love to play around with glazes and make my own glazes and stuff. Oh, that used to be so much fun. I really wish I still had a ceramic kiln. But they are not cheap anymore. Okay. See my hand? I would love to be able to get all these pieces painted today. I tell y'all that I don't like doing crafts without you being on camera with me, but you know, the craft fair's coming up, and I think 3 hours is probably max for a video. And yes, I'm trying to get this paint off my hand, y'all, and I don't have a sink down here, so I'm using my glove on one hand to try to get it off. Okay, let me use a baby wipe now. See what I'm doing? I should have had a glove on. Which, if I was just doing this without videotaping, it wouldn't bother me. I'd go wash my hands after I was done. I would scrub them. I very rarely work with gloves on when I'm painting. But I really don't think that y'all like seeing my nasty old stained up hands. So, I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm putting Dawn dish soap on, trying to get them halfway decent so you don't have to look at them. But I don't know. I might not be able to. It's getting better, y'all. At least they look like paint stained and not dirt. Okay. Yeah, my nails are going to look bad. Sorry about that, y'all. I know. I understand. I do. My grandkids come over with dirty nails. They know. I have them in the bathroom with the brush getting the stuff out of their nails. I don't know. It was installed in me as a child. I've always been that way. I don't notice it on anybody else, but I do notice it on my hands, my husband's hands, and my kids and my grandkids. Somebody else that could have, and I don't even pay attention to it, but that nail is just horrible. Okay. Enough talking about my hands. They're clean enough. The amount of time I'm saving by not cleaning this off. Let me do it this way. Okay. Now, I want to try something here. We're using the white chalk paint. Oh, did I clean my brush off? Oh, no, I did not. Okay, y'all. Hold on just a minute. I've got to clean that off before it ruins it. It's one of my favorite brushes, so I don't want it to get ruined. Okay, good enough. Is that the one I'm going to need anyway? I think that's what I'm going to need anyway for the white chalk paint. I need to clean it off better then. I just cleaned it off enough to get it where I felt, but no, I'm going to need to clean it a lot better because it's still got black coming out of it. Yeah, you can't see it. It's over here, but it's got a lot of black still coming out of it. It's getting better. Okay. This may still have a little bit of black in it, but if it does, it's not going to matter because we're going to be repainting these. This is just white chalk paint, folk art. And I do want to start with a white. I'm sealing it. It's got to have something on it. Alcohol ink does not work. Without something on there. As you can see, I'm not being careful about how I'm doing it. I'm just making sure that it's all covered, even the edges, because they need to be. I don't want there to be any lumps or anything on there. But other than that, and I will show you on one again because you didn't see it on the other video, what alcohol ink does to the ones that are not sealed. This Mix2Mold just absorbs it like a sponge. Okay. I've got white paint all over this, but it's all part of the process, y'all. Cleaning up your tools are as much of a part of the crafting as putting the paint down. And I understand that you don't see that a lot with a lot of videos, but you're going to see it on here because it's just a reality of the process. Is it boring? Well, yes it is. It's boring when I have to do it. The good thing is to see you can fast forward. I cannot. I still have to go through the process of doing it. Okay. Now we're going to dry these real quick. Okay. Now, before we get into the alcohol inks, what I do with the, okay, before we get in the alcohol inks, I want to try this. I want to try a couple of things. Now, my handwriting is not good, okay? And I realize that can't even see it. So just note what you're writing. I can't see it either, okay? But this is a test. Okay, that was the regular colored pencils. I'm now using the watercolor pencils. And I don't have a white. So let's use a yellow. I don't want the color to stand out. Oh no! Oh, these are not good. These are the art skill. That broke the second I tried to put it down there. Oh wow. These are powdery. Maybe they're supposed to be? Okay. I couldn't hardly even write with that one. Okay. But now we're also going to try something else. I'm going to take a crayon. We're doing this all in one because I just want to see. I want to see if it's going to do what I think it's going to do. Well, I think I know what the crayon's going to do. I don't know what the pencils are going to do. Let's move this out of the way for right now. Oh no. I got paint on the... That's wild. Okay. So here we go. First off, I'm going to use these two. I'm putting alcohol on there. I'm going to take my little blower thing. And I'm going to blow. Spray again. I'm going to blow some more. I'm going to spray again. And I'm going to blow some more. I don't put that color on because that color is so pigmented. And I don't... Oh, I just dropped some of my brushes. Oh, it's really funny. I hope y'all are seeing this. Let me just put a little bit on my brush right here. I just want a few spots here and there. Can y'all see this? I love doing alcohol inks. Okay, we're going to stop. I could play with this forever. You can see the word love that I did in the regular colored pencil. You can see the word love a little bit in the yellow. You can't barely see the little circles that I made with the Crayola, which sort of surprises me because I thought the Crayola crayons would have left a barrier where there would have been no color, and that was not the case. Now I want to go back where the love is, and I want to see if the white, and that is not, well, it is a little bit, but not much. Of course, this is white. But no, you still really cannot see that. You can a little bit, but not much. So we're going to try no, it's just covering it up. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me dry this. Now see, if I was going to keep this, I wouldn't want that line right there. That's a harsh line. And all you have to do is put a little bit of alcohol on your brush. See how the line's gone? You don't even see the line. You can see the little bit of the yellow poking out, which I think is sort of cool. But you can't see that as much as you can with the pencil. So I don't know. And we will put sealer in that in a minute. Okay, this one. Let's put more of the blue. Now this is strong. This is some strong alcohol ink color right here. Very, very strong. And I am controlling it to a certain degree by the way I'm blowing it. Okay. I'm going to put some on my brush because I do want to control it a little bit more. And I'm going to stand back because I don't want the alcohol. You see me standing back how much alcohol sprayed on there? Yeah, I'm standing back. You can get different styles that way too. And if you want little circles, let me show you this. Let me blow that. Get most of the circles off so it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to get a tool, if I can find my tools, that's got the big, I may not have any out here. Looking for a dotting tool. Nope. It's not going to work because that's wood. Boy, all my dotting tools look bad. I've used them for a lot of stuff. Okay, here we go. There's the piece. I'm going to do this so you can see it a little bit better. How about that? I'm putting alcohol. I'm going to dot my thing in alcohol, okay? I don't want it dripping. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And I'll bring it up in just a minute. You can make bigger ones. You can make smaller ones. These are subtle. I will bring this up so you can see. You see the little circles? You see the little spots? Those are subtle. But you can do that. Now, if you had a liner brush, which I don't think I've got one here. Let's try this, but this is not the point that I really want, but we'll try this. If you don't want it so subtle, and you don't want to be able to control it completely, then you can do this with a brush. Now, as you can see, I put way too much ink. No, way too much alcohol on there. I got this big old circle right there. I don't like circles, okay? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to fill that in so I can't see that circle because I don't like that circle. And then you can let me take my, you can take alcohol and you can flick. You see what's happening here? There's so many things you can do with alcohol ink. If you want to control it to a certain degree, I've painted landscapes with alcohol ink before. You can control it. You have to put just a small amount on your brush. And I mean a small amount. It's way too much. But when you do this, note that if you add alcohol to it again, it's going to go away. And I should have one of those revolving. Well, that's too wide. I don't like that, but we're going to keep going because the wonderful part of alcohol ink is that if you do something you don't like, then you just do this. Why is it not coming off? Oh no. Okay, now we know. It is not sealed enough. to go straight on. See, that was straight on alcohol ink. So now I'm going to have to build it up with stronger alcohol ink to get that. I'm going to be able to hide it. One thing I know how to do is to hide goofs. Let me tell you. I have showed y'all many ways of doing it already. But I have made so many failures over my lifetime that learning how to correct, not cover up. I don't like the word cover up because I'm not covering up anything. I'm changing it. And I've got a baby wipe here. A dry baby wipe. I do like that one, see? I liked that one. And I don't like that now. So learn from me, don't use full strength. Not on the Mix2Mold stuff anyway. Our mailman's here. I got a Temu order coming in tomorrow. Oh, see, you can't even tell it anymore. It's like I did this on purpose. Too much alcohol. But that's okay. It works. Yeah, I'm going back and trying to make the lines a little bit less distinctive, okay? You can still see them there, but they blend in with each other a lot better. And y'all know I don't like lines. I don't mind if you can see a subtle line here or there. Okay, now I'm going back in with just alcohol. And this is just your preference. Have fun with it. Play around with it. The blowing of it gives you a totally different okay, and here we go again. From back away. And if you wanted purple in the middle, if you wanted a little bit, you could put it in there. You could add some. If you wanted more intense, you can add like a little highlight. Very little though. That's the key. Knowing how much to add, because it's very, very little that you need. Very, very little. And my alcohol is already evaporated here. And I'm telling you, it takes very, very little alcohol ink to do these. Way too much alcohol. And I'm just using those two colors. Oh my gosh. And I want you to see the different outcome. Same two colors, y'all. I didn't use any other colors. Those are the same two colors. That's strictly alcohol ink with chalk paint on the Mix2Mold. It has to have some kind of sealant. And I also wanted to try, let's try another color. Let's try a green. Let's just see. yes indeedy. Okay, here we go. Y'all seeing this? Oh, wow. Okay. Are y'all seeing that? Y'all saw that, right, with this? I am not good at drawing flowers, y'all. Oh, I'm horrible at drawing flowers. And I don't know, am I off camera? I'm trying. I can't do this and see what I'm doing and have it up there. Sorry, y'all. I just can't, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh wow, it doesn't come off either, y'all. It does not come off. Just make sure whatever you put on there, you want on there, because it does not come off. Hold on a minute, I'm trying to baby wipe. Oh no, it's stuck. Oh no, it's coming. Okay. Boy, it's not coming off easy though. It's still there a little bit. Are the lines coming off? Oh, not much. Okay. I love the lines. You saw the green lines. I'm not good at drawing flowers. Let's try leaves. I'm okay with leaves. Let's try leaves. I don't think leaves really belong there though, but let's try leaves. Colored pencil, y'all. Wow. Okay. It's yellow. Let me just color it in with yellow. Colored pencils, y'all. Oh my. Okay. Let's just try something. My writing is horrible, okay? You can write on it. Yes, I know my handwriting is horrible. And I probably shouldn't have gotten it over so far. And I'm making this for me, so I'm gonna do what I want to do here. I used to do that on pretty much every one of my alcohol inks. And I would scratch it in. And I think I'm going to do the same thing this time. And I will show you. Because any alcohol ink you ever saw of mine when I was doing alcohol ink drawings, somewhere in there, it had this on there. There it goes. Yep. And that's mine because there's a big O thing right here. But I'm going to keep that. And this just shows you what you can do. And we are going to I'm just using a pointer tool. You could use stencils. which is what I need to do. And we are going to colored pencils, y'all. Colored pencils. Who would have thought? Y'all pull out every one of your kids' art supplies. Okay, this one we're gonna try. I could spend hours on alcohol ink, y'all, and that is why this I love. But we're gonna go on. We got one more heart. Okay. And yes, I'm going to cut the little circle out just so I can see it. I hope it's working. I keep glancing up there. Okay. Now this one, these are watercolors. So we're going to use these with the watercolor paints that I got. What did I do? Oh. I got these today. I sprayed them. And we're going to see how they work. I just lost all these watercolor pencils. Let me set those over there. Let's see this cheap one. Let's see how. Okay, put water over here. Put water. You can't see that. I put water over here and the empty ones to use. Now these are soft. So let's just see what kind of effect we get. Okay, they are metallic. Do they cover good? They're really light. But I put it on white, so let's just see here. We'll put a coat. On this, where you can see every imperfection though when you do this. Every little imperfection. Okay. And let's see. Let's go with the purple. Oh, that is really, really light. Super, super duper light. I'm trying to blend it so where it's not a definite, but boy. Okay, and let's go with that color. Really did not have any water on it. Now these are the watercolor, metallic watercolors from the Dollar General store. Now, they were cheaper than the watercolors that I bought off of Temu. They do not cover as well. But, you know, as they dry, and I hope you can see that, okay, let's try it really quick. Okay, these are the watercolors. No, there's not purple. I want to see if you're going to be able to blend these with water. That's the reason why I did what I did. But they do not have purple. They go on this pretty good though. Hope you can see how easy they do go on. I'm going to get one of these little sponges. I'm going to get another one of these. I'm going to just put a little water in there because we're dealing with watercolor. I'm going to get the little applicator wet. Yeah. Both sides, it does not matter. I don't want it too wet though. See, it's taking it off. It's just taking the watercolor off. I don't see it blending. I can't tell. That's a problem. I cannot tell. I cannot tell. It's got to have water in order to blend that, right? It doesn't seem like it's blending really well to me, but I don't know. Okay, let's try this. When all else fails, try your hand, your finger. Too much water. Way too much water. I knew it as soon as I did it. I'm just dabbing on a wet paper towel. And you can, and I can see where that would come in handy for certain things. But this does not do as good. Now it draws on the Mix2Mold really well. If you want to create, you know, distinct pieces that you're not going to get with painting or marbleizing or acrylic paints, this definitely creates. I wish I could blend it. I really wish I could blend it. And I'm really rubbing on this. And it's blending a little bit. Okay, let's try a baby wipe. Let's see what happens. I'm just touching it. I'm very lightly touching it and just taking it off. Okay. So that doesn't work. So let's put it back on. I can see where you could do a lot of things with this though. But water is not. Let me try a brush. Let me just try a brush and dabbing the brush off, a damp brush. Let's try a damp brush. Damp brush is doing nothing. It's a little wetter and it's just removing it. Yeah, it's just removing it. Let's try alcohol. It's supposed to be watercolors. Oh wow, alcohol's doing something. It's doing more than what the water did. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me get more alcohol. Oh wow. Got alcohol on this, not water. It's basically removing the blue though. It's leaving a little bit, but not much. Now the brush is turning it purple in areas. Ew, ew. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Say you want a plaid. You want something with plaid on it. You want to create plaid. Wow, y'all. You see what it's doing, right? Yeah, I'm mixing with alcohol. And it took the plaid off. It did. But it gives you a totally different look, and you could do the plaid. You could put it back on there. You could put the lines back on there and then just seal it. Well, let's do this. Let's put the lines back on there and just see if we can seal it with it being a plaid. Okay, we're going to just leave that alone and see if we can seal that. It's not going anywhere right now. Let's just see. Now this one does not, this is not as smooth as the Crayola ones were. Okay, the yellow broke. Okay, y'all, let's see if I can let's see if I can sharpen it this way. Got it just crumbling. Did y'all ever sharpen pencils like this with a knife? Oh, it's just crumbling, y'all. It's not working. This it's just crumbling. It's doing exactly what it did when I first got it out of the box. It's just crumbling. I just just want to get it enough to put yellow in there. Let's see if I did. I don't think this color's as good as the other either. But why would you get watercolors when you can't do anything to them? Why not just get the regular ones? I'm going to say no to these watercolors, because they don't really do anything. Not on this stuff anyway. Maybe on paper, but you would think that it would do the same thing on here. I'm not impressed with the watercolor pencils on this stuff anyway. They're crumbly. They break a lot easier. Let me get the regular colored, the Crayola. And let me get the yellow out so you can see the difference. And the green. You see how more pigmented? I hope it's coming through the camera. Oh, can you even see this? Yes, I like these, the Crayola ones, a lot better than the watercolor ones. And I will be using these in the future on my Mix2Mold stuff, because you can add whatever you want. You could stencil. You could use stamps and embellish stamps. This is ugly. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to show you that. Does that one have a black in it? No. Is this a black? Oh, I have no idea what time it is, but I know it's late. And I'm trying really hard not to pay attention. But it's hard not to. I could stay down here all night long, y'all. I can't have a 5-hour video. Just play around with it, okay? Is this a piece I'd keep? No, I'm probably going to paint over it and redo it. Which you can do, and I'll show you. Let's go with this color. Oh, well, let's try the watercolors a little bit more. What color do we want to try? Let's try this green. Let's see what happens when oh, it's a very, very light color. These are very, very light. I don't think I have a piece of white. Let me see if I got a piece of white Mix2Mold. Something that is white. I don't do white Mix2Mold. I have this honey pot. It's white. What's a honey pot supposed to look like? This color? I don't think so. Honey's, yeah. It's supposed to look like wood. But Let's just see. I can cover it up, so let's just see. I would definitely get a better brush than this. This is not a good brush. It's too soft, I think. But we'll keep going just to see what kind of coverage you get with. These are from the Dollar General Market, and they were $4.50. Now these are going to last a while, so value-wise, if they work, it's not bad at all. If you want metallic. Now, I didn't see any regular watercolors there, but that doesn't mean that they didn't have them. And watercolors are going to be more transparent, which is going to allow you to have more shading. It's not going to be a flat looking color, which I prefer. Even when I use acrylics, I'm constantly shading because I don't want that one flat color. It goes on pretty good. It's fairly easy to paint with. Sorry, I was way over here, wasn't I? You didn't see me do any of that, did you? I need to remember to look at that. Okay. It goes on quite well. I need more water, but yeah. I don't like metallic, but let's see if you can do that. Well, yes, you can. You can do that. You can go back and put some color in between if you want to. Okay, let's see if you can use your fingers. Yeah, I'm a finger painter. No, you can't really do that with this, can you? Well, maybe. Yeah, I want you to see. Because it's watercolor, you can blend it a lot easier. Like if you have stuff over the edge, you can blend it together a lot better than you can with acrylic. So therefore it's easier to paint. The two colors sort of merge together. As you can see there. And I know honey's probably more orangish, right? Goldish, orangish. So we'll put a little bit of this in here. And I normally don't paint this way, okay? I'm trying to hurry because I'm not sure how long I've been doing this. And I don't want to have a 5-hour video. And then I'm going to take this has just got water on it. I've not stuck it back down in there. And I keep sticking it in the water. And once again, it is not smooth. It is got almost a rustic look to it. And that's what I like. That's just my style. You have to do you. Okay, that was pretty simple. That was actually really simple. I think with the letters though, yeah, you're not going to be able to do this well with the letters, I don't think. Okay, you can see honey on there. So, you know, it's doable. Is the bear that color or more this color? What is that color? I think the bear is more this color. Okay. And there's a lot of detail. Oh. So I'm getting a lot of water. And then paint, more paint. And then more water. Picking up paint and then putting a little bit more water. Oh, I'm over there again. I am so sorry, y'all. I need to stand away from the camera over here, and I think maybe it would work. Because I'm standing right in front of the camera, and I don't know. For some reason, it just does not work that way. And I'm picking up some darker, because of course you know I don't like one color. I don't know what color that is. Do the little nose that way? And the eyeballs? No. I don't really like that though, so let's get rid of that. That's a little honey bear in the pot. And of course, I need to do his little eyes, which I would probably use these. I do like these markers. I say that now. Let me see. Oh, there's an air bubble right there. Right where his nose. Boy, that don't come off. That marker, when it goes on. Oh, look at his little face though. Okay. Okay. There you go. There's a little bear in the honey pot. And that was all the metallic paints from the Dollar General Market. And the marker for the black for his eyes from the Dollar General Market. Okay. These are not quite dry, but I'm going to go ahead and do these. We'll get back to that in just a minute. Just so you can see the dry brush. You see the white? You see how much white is left in there? Let me see if I can do this to get it. Because if not, I'm not going to be able to do these right now. Seeing if I can cover it up with marker so I can go ahead and show y'all. But if I can't, this is going to have to wait. They're little air bubbles. Sorry, y'all. I'm just going in. Wow. There's a lot of spots on this. And it's still not totally dry. Okay, good enough. We'll just do one. This one. Oh no. See, depending on where you hold it, you see more. Okay. And I said I was going to show you but I don't know if I got any brown. I do have. Okay. I've got brown. Nope, this is Tuscan red. This is not the color I want. Oh, that's not even mixed up. Okay. That looks almost purple. No. Okay. Oh, this is red. Ah. All my paints are upstairs, y'all. I thought I had brown. I looked at that thing and I thought it was brown. Okay, that's gonna have to wait. Because it needs to be brown. Okay, we'll seal these. Y'all wanted to, let's go back to this thing. I'm going to seal it real quick with this. And I want to show you something. And I know I didn't use a lot of crayon today because I was trying to cover all this different stuff. Okay, you see what I'm doing? I'm not getting a lot on here. And I'm pouncing it to get inside there. Because this is just a weird. Okay, and I'm going to try to dry it real quick. Because I want to show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm not done with this. And I will be painting the edges too. Okay, we're going to set this over here for just a minute. I want to try something really quick. We've not done anything with just a flat surface with the crayons. And so I just want to try something. Let's go with the blue. I like brown and blue. So we're just coloring the piece. And you can see how good it colors it. And I'm on the top. I guess you could do the sides, but the top does quite well, so I'm going to stick with the and I'm trying to cover everything. As much as possible with the crayon. Okay. I have the yellow pencil. As you can see, the yellow is coming off quite well. Wow. On this crayon. I hope it's picking it up because I'm barely writing on this. Okay. Okay, let's change colors. Let's go with the blue. I hope y'all are seeing this. I hope you're seeing how wow. Oh, y'all, this is awesome. That's crayon up underneath the color pencils. Well, I had paint, and I didn't like the watercolor paint, so I put crayon all over it. And oh, this is wild. Okay, I'm going to try something else. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to try it. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm putting some alcohol on this brush. Oh wow, that was alcohol. I don't want much because I don't know if this is going to work. Okay. Okay, let me try something. Once again, I'm just sort of shading where the branches come together to give it just a little bit of definition, not much. Okay, then we're going to stick some white. Some white. Okay. And yes, I'm using white chalk paint right on top of the acrylic, the alcohol ink. Do not be afraid to mix your mediums. What did I do with the black pencil? Okay, and this is when we go and define it just a little bit more. Do you see that? Oh, that is so much fun. Oh, that is just so much fun. Okay, and we are going to we're going to seal all this stuff now. Oh, I hope this video is not 4 hours long. I just can't cover everything I want to cover in one video. I'm cleaning the brush out because it's got blue on it everywhere. And this is probably not the brush I should be using, actually. I need a soft brush, a very soft one to go over that alcohol ink. And actually, if you have hairspray, and I know this is going to sound silly, but if you have hairspray, I could spray these with hairspray first to seal them, and then put in, and I wouldn't lose any kind of ink or any kind of color. I'm going to lose a little bit of the color because it's alcohol ink. But if I put hairspray on it, it seals it just long enough for me to get it on there. Okay, you see how soft this is? This is soft. I got the sealer over here. I didn't even, okay. Oh, I don't want to mess this up. So I'm just very quickly. That's enough. I don't want to do any more right now. That's how much sealer I've got on here. Just enough. Just to put enough on here right now. Just make sure you don't have any big. Same thing with this. Just enough to get something on there right now. That's crayon, y'all, and colored pencils. Okay, while that is drying, we're going to move this out of the way. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take my I'm going to use the folk art. I don't like Waverly as much. And let me see if I've got it mixed up good. I think I do, though. I think I used this not too long ago. Now this is going to seal it too, okay? Okay, and I have more in here than what I want. So I'm taking a little brush and I'm removing what I don't want out of these little places with my brush. That's probably not a good brush to use. Let me try this one. And that's going to seal that. And I am going to go down the sides of this. It's just a really easy way of finishing something off. Do I like this piece? No, I don't. I still can't figure out what is what. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. And because I did not paint this, I want you to see, which I don't mind. I don't mind. But I do want you to be able to see this. Now, I got a baby wipe. And I'm wiping this off with a baby wipe, but it's absorbing it. more so than it would have if I'd had a sealer on it. And you see how it's not going unevenly? It's because I didn't put paint on it. And there must be crayon on there. Which I'm okay with. I don't particularly like this piece anyway because, well, as you know, I don't know. And I don't like that either, but that's got to be crayon, right? Because it's not taking it, which I can do this. And just let it dry. I don't know though, that's wild. Because it's definitely not taking it right there. So anyway, there you have it. There's that piece. Not that I like it, because I don't. But I love the way the crayon works. I just wish it was a different piece. It was not a good piece to use as an example. That, on the other hand, is an excellent piece to show you what crayon can do with a Mix2Mold. And colored pencils, y'all. Who would have known? Who would have thought? And yeah, I'm going to do this because I'm going to... Okay. We're going to seal this and then we're going to end the video. We're going to put more sealer on it. And yes, these are my favorite. Sealer. And note that I'm putting more on it this time than I did. And I am going it in the same direction that the design is going. Up and down. Because that's the way the design is going. I dip it. I brush the back off. I keep what's on the front. I am making sure that the edges I dip it. And if I feel like I have too much, then I just wipe it off. And I do keep going back and forth because I don't want any big okay. Let me close this up. Let me go ahead and seal this too while we're at it. That was the watercolor. Okay, I'm going to try to stand it up. Okay, now I'm wiping part of this off, and I'm going to go back, and I don't want it sitting on top of all that. So, and it is pulling some of the color, so I'm trying to be very careful. And I didn't do the bottom yet, but I'm going to go ahead and this is a very soft brush. And that's going to make a difference on how well your glaze works for you. Don't use a hard, stiff bristle brush on when you're applying sealer. You can be fighting with yourself against it. Just don't do it. Get you a very, very soft brush. Okay, I think that's all the pieces that I did, besides the stuff that I colored black, and so that will be the next video, I guess. Me painting the other and doing some resin and some Mix2Mold, because I need to get it all done. And my videos probably for the next 3 weeks are going to be a mismatch of all things, because I will be trying to get ready for the craft fair. And right now I'm just cleaning out my brush. This is a really good brush, and I don't want to mess it up. And this is the soft brush that I use for the glaze. And I've got it. You see how this is a very, very, very soft brush. Alrighty. No matter how long this video is, whether it's 4 hours, 5 hours, I don't know, I'm going to put it up. If it's that long, it will be the last one I ever do that long. Because I know that I will hear remarks, and please, if it is that long, please don't leave a hateful remark. But I want y'all to see this. The last video, it didn't come through, and so you missed a lot. And there's a lot in this video. And you don't have to watch it all at one time. But I'm going to have to start doing this because I've got to get stuff done. And I want to bring y'all along. And I want to still play and try new things. And probably after the craft fair, it will get a little bit better. And maybe back down to, you know, the hour and a half videos. Alrighty. I want to say thank you. Look at my hands. I want to say thank you so much for tagging along with me. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope this setup works better. We'll find out together. I'm not going to preview on my camera anymore. I found out last night that didn't work. So I'm going to be uploading whatever this is to YouTube. And then I will preview it on YouTube. But I'll probably do it after I make it live, you know, ready for viewing. And so I'll be watching at the same time you will be. And if it's really bad, then I'll just say I'm sorry right now. And please forgive me. I am trying to do better. Alright. Please hit the thumbs up button for me. If you've not subscribed, I would love for you to do so. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And of course, if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments. I love hearing from y'all. You can comment. Even if you don't have a question, you can just say, "Hey, Beth, I'm watching you from wherever." And of course, the Facebook group, the link for that is in the description below, and we'd love to see you over there too. Alrighty, I hope y'all have a great Tuesday, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.